With the absence of Jonathan Kuminga, Gui Santos has gotten a chance to play some good minutes for the Warriors for the last couple of months, and he's really starting to thrive as the team's backup forward as an indispensable glue guy who connects everything on both ends of the floor. In this particular game, he really got it going in the two-man game with Steph Curry, and we'll get a good look at those situations as we go over the film. Here's a basic awareness play by Santos to see Curry moving without the ball and getting the ball to him exactly when he needs to from the top of the arc, and Curry fakes the shot to get Bridges in the air, sidesteps, and cashes in the three. Warriors clear the right side for Moody to ISO against the smaller Brunson. Moody attacks with force, and one pump fake here would have put Brunson in a very vulnerable position. But Moody takes a predictable attempt at the rim, allowing Brunson to challenge with verticality and forcing a bit of a wild miss. Meanwhile, Josh Hart, one of the best rebounders in the league for his size, has position, but Santos has a nose for the ball and is able to tip the ball before Hart could corral the ball. And that creates another opportunity for Moody to get to the loose ball and ends up with an open layup. This is a good example of how the stat sheet never tells the full story, because Santos didn't get the credit for the rebound, Moody did. Because of Santos' hustle, Moody got an extra rebound and 2 points. Subtle, but powerful. Here Curry inbounds to Loon, starts motioning upward before turning to the side to set a quick screen for an unsuspecting Brunson. Curry is the best screener in the league at his position, not only because he sets difficult screens to get around, but also due to how much gravity comes with it and his man's inability to switch due to the fear of losing Curry. But this particular screen is totally illegal. Either way, Santos takes advantage and cuts to the rim, but Brunson is able to recover by the time the pass gets to Santos and contests shockingly well to completely throw Santos off rhythm on this layup attempt. Great execution, but better recovery by Brunson. Brunson drives to the rim and Loon is there to contest and force a miss. The rebound goes right to Buddy Hield, but he can't get to it and ends up tipping it away. Luckily, Santos, as usual, is quick to the ball and gets to it before Achua could and gets right into transition. Ideally, he gets the ball to Knox here to force Hart to actually guard all three players, but elects to play the 2-on-1, can't find the spacing or the timing to make the pass, decels at the last second to get Hart in the air, but botches the layup attempt and Warriors get nothing. Poorly executed. If you like the content so far, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit that like button so that this video gets out to all the Warriors fans. Right back to the action, both Hield and Looney go to set a screen for Curry, who kinda uses the heel screen and gets ahead of Payne on the drive, and you can see Brunson calling for a switch on Santos, but McBride sees Curry in front of Payne and is forced to get in position to help. Santos initially drifts to the corner, but sees Curry drawing too, so he cuts to the basket and makes himself available to Curry, who finds him for the open layup. This is a good example of how players like Santos can thrive in a read and react system. Not everybody can move off the ball like Santos just did on this play, even though it looks so simple. This defensive possession is subtle, yet so vital. Brunson runs a pick and roll with Bridges, who sets a totally illegal screen. Brunson is slightly ahead of Hield on the play, forcing Looney to sag off of Achua to help, which means it's now Santos' job to split the difference between helping the helper while also staying connected enough to his man standing at the arc. Notice Santos doing a great job of boxing out Achua, who has about 20 pounds on him. Looney successfully forces Brunson into a miss, and Santos does just enough to ensure Achua doesn't get to this rebound over Hield for the putback, and the rebound goes to Hield. Again, subtle, but powerful. These nuances and attention to detail are literally the difference between winning and losing basketball. More off-ball impact from Curry here, as he puts his weight on Bridges, who has no idea what's coming. Santos passes to Loon, and out of nowhere, Curry darts to Santos to set another off-ball screen for him. Looney passes to Knox, who sees the play develop with Santos now cutting hard. Bridges is sleeping on the cut because he has one job, and that's to stay glued to Curry, who is now flaring out to the arc. Knox passes to Santos, who has too good of a position this time for Brunson to contest, and it's another uncontested layup. Beautiful basketball. Here, Santos is in the most basic split action with Loon setting a screen at the top to open up a shot for Curry. The play is executed to perfection as Curry makes the sudden cut towards Loon after getting Bridges off of him. Santos delivers the ball at the perfect time and Curry gets what looks like a clean look, but still felt the pressure of Bridges recovering on the play and misses the shot. The point here is that Santos can be used in a variety of ways on offense when sharing the floor with Curry and is a very Curry-centric player. Santos isn't known for his perimeter defense, but he shows some capability here, hustling to recover going under the screen, staying in front of Brunson, and timing his dribble well to contest this three-point attempt that misses. All eyes are on Curry on this play. Santos comes up to set a screen, but Curry calls him off, electing to use the Looney screen for the high pick and roll. Curry navigates through the screen, but there are simply too many bodies for him to get around. He fumbles the ball, Brunson gambles on the steal, Curry recovers and finds an open Santos, who could have lobbed this up for Knox for the dunk, but he catches the ball and brings it down, allowing Anunoby to recover better, forcing a bounce pass and giving the defense more time to recover, and it's a missed opportunity. Still, the defense is now packed in the paint. Knox finds a wide open Hield, who has to hit the shot, but just isn't able to. You never know what to expect when it comes to Hield. Beautiful play here as Santos sets the high screen for Curry, who dishes off to Draymond as the secondary passer on the pick and roll. Two go to Curry as he cuts towards Draymond. Santos also cuts to the basket. Draymond delivers, and it's a wide open dunk. Again, Draymond gets the assist here, but it's really Curry's gravity that allowed this play to develop. See how Curry impacts the game, but doesn't get statistical credit once again? This is why people who simply look at the assist numbers and assume he doesn't create enough for his teammates have no idea what they're talking about, because more important than getting his own numbers, Curry makes his teammates better. In this case, he created an assist for Draymond and 2 points for Santos. More two-man action between Curry and Santos, as Santos sets the high screen on Bridges, making enough contact, then cutting to force a switch. With Hart and his 6'9" wingspan now on him instead of Bridges with his 7'1" wingspan, Curry is able to dribble drive, stop on a dime, and drill the mid-range right over Hart. Just another example of why people need to stop labeling Curry as a shooter, because shooters don't create looks like that for themselves. Look at the clock and the score. It's a 1-point game midway through the fourth quarter. Warriors must execute here. For some reason, nobody was paying attention to Santos, so he runs to his spot. Draymond makes the pass. The Knicks are thinking there's no way he's shooting that, but Santos takes the wide open look with confidence and it's nothing but net. If Santos can consistently hit the open three on top of all the other intangibles he covers, then there's no reason why he can't be a closing caliber player for the Warriors. That was a gutsy shot. Only a true shooter would have released a shot like that, especially in a Kerr system. Knicks run a pick and roll from damn near the half-court line here. Brunson splits the defense and the Warriors look to be in trouble with two defenders behind on the play. Draymond is in front of Brunson, but Santos is actually paying attention to 3 different players and situation here. His man is Anunoby, but Santos has to help on the Brunson drive. He also has to cut off Hart from getting into the lane, and ultimately recovers back to his man in the corner for the perfect contest, and Anunoby barely grazes the rim. That's closing caliber defense right there. Once again, Santos ends up a Brunson in the pick and roll, does not fall for the fake drive for the 3-point attempt, and is forced to kick it back to Anunoby. Just to be clear, Brunson is the go-to player here, and Santos put a fork in it, and as if that wasn't enough, Anunoby drives, stops just inside the paint to take a mid-range jumper, and Santos throws up the extra hand to pressure Anunoby into another shot that barely grazes the rim. Wow, he is simply everywhere. And now the Warriors are in transition. Curry gets it to Santos, who does a much better job this time, forcing Bridges to commit on his drive before dishing off to Moody, who has enough space to complete the play, and he really didn't even need to pump fake here. It's been positive play after positive play after positive play for Santos on both ends of the floor in the clutch minutes. More subtle goodness here. Bridges drives to the middle and dishes off to Hart, who misses, and Achua has enough position here to potentially outmuscle Quinton Post on the rebound. but once Santos sees the ball go up, he abandons Brunson, puts a hand on Achua, and makes him feel another body from behind, giving Post just enough help to fight for the tip to Draymond. It might not look like much to the naked eye, but this is the kind of connective stuff that helps you win basketball games, because there are plenty of players who would have just stayed outside on Brunson and watched this play happen instead of providing help. A wild sequence here. Another half-court screen for Brunson, and Looney is sagging off too much here, allowing Brunson to get a clean look for a three that luckily misses. But it's a long rebound for Mitchell, who dishes off to Bridges, who gets a clean look from the free throw line that also misses, but another long rebound ends up with Anunoby. Sheesh. There's a reset to Brunson, who dishes to an open Bridges, but Looney does a great job of recovering and forcing a pass to Hart, who dishes to Brunson. Brunson dishes to Anunoby. Santos cuts off the three-point line. Anunoby drives and dishes to Mitchell, who seems to get the ball stripped. And look at Santos with an insane save to Moody, who gains possession, and the Warriors have all but secured the momentum to win this game. Seriously. That save was insane. So now the shooters are spaced on the strong side. Curry comes off the curl on the Looney screen to receive the pass from Butler on the move. All eyes are on Curry. Looney cuts to the rim with the corner cleared, and he's wide open for the dunk to all but blow this game open. Santos is totally fired up, and Curry is loving life right now. Stat sheet will show that Santos had 9 points and 4 of 6 shooting from the field with 1 rebound, 2 assists, a steal, a block, and plus 14 in this game. The stat sheet will give you some idea as to what happened, but the intangibles, the know-hows, the energy, the heart, the guts cannot be quantified by the numbers alone. Santos still has plenty of room for improvement, but he showed that when it's time for the Warriors to win a game, he's a viable option to try next to Curry, Butler, and Draymond, and in some instances, even play the very role of Draymond. And if he continues to execute well out of the two-man action with Curry, then he'll end up playing a vital role for the Warriors come playoffs. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.